Once you can call yourself a badass, it means you don't care what other people think. You are your own person. Now, some people might see you as a free spirit, but you're simply confident enough to be yourself. And women find badass men incredibly sexy. So if you have wanted to be a badass, but you're just not sure how to get there, today's video is made just for you. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how you can be a badass that women will go weak for. There are a few things that you can start doing that will allow you to reach badass status. Let's get started. Like and subscribe. Most importantly, what is a badass? Being a badass is not about changing yourself. It's about not trying so hard to fit in, accepting that you are who you are and people can either take you as you are or leave it. That's it. As a badass, you become uninterested in how people want you to live your life and live it how you want to. Now, girls find this confidence really sexy and are naturally drawn to guys like this. Don't be a people pleaser. The first step to becoming a badass is putting a stop to people pleasing. We are often taught at a young age to act like this, but when we start to bring it into adulthood, it can be draining. It makes us look weak in others' eyes, even though we're only trying to be nice. People pleasing is when you do anything to make someone else happy. You say yes to everything and work yourself to the bone so that you can make something happen for someone else. You often don't get anything out of doing this, not even so much as a thank you. So stop yourself from doing this and start saying no to things that you don't really want to do. Don't fidget. When you do this, you end up looking nervous. Fidgeting does not make you look like a confident person, which is what badass men portray. If you fidget a lot, try to break this habit, especially around the ladies. Develop a deep gaze. Badass men have nailed their deep gaze. When they look at a girl, she gets butterflies and feels like she is the only person in the room that he is looking at. Badass men look deep into a girl's eyes when they talk and catch her gaze from across the room. It makes women go weak at the knees. Stop nodding that head. Have you ever noticed yourself deep into a conversation and you just continue to nod along? You could be agreeing to doing something without even realizing it, which can make you come across as a people pleaser. It can also make you look like a yes person, which is not who a badass, confident man is. Badass people know how to relax. They are not in a rush and they don't care about looking busy. Sure, they are productive and successful, but they know how to relax as well. They don't feel guilty about taking time off to spend it with people that are important to them or even going on holiday. And girls like that they can step away from their work and just relax with them. Act succinct. Basically, they get to the point and they get to it quickly. They don't beat around the bush, and this can make them excellent partners. Don't get embarrassed. The badass guys don't get embarrassed easily. Inside, if they are embarrassed, they never quite show it to the outside world. Whether it's them tripping over a step or making a mistake at work, they simply just let it wash off them and they move on. A badass is a perfectionist. Badass men are often also perfectionists. Whether it is having the perfect life, being perfect at their job, or having the perfect love life, they spend their lives striving for perfection. They don't accept anything less than perfection, which can be hard to deal with. To them, it feels like they are always chasing perfection, which we can never meet. Girls can find this difficult to deal with, but they do admire this behavior because it's the drive that they like and because these guys are successful due to that perfectionist personality. Don't smile all the time. Badass men often have a slightly mysterious side to them, which means they don't smile all the time. They can come across as a very serious person until you get to know them. Be soft sometimes. Sure, badass men, they're mysterious, confident, and so they kind of lack emotions. They have a soft side to them though, which only those closest to them can see. The ladies love it when they can reach this point with a man, as it makes them feel incredibly special. Sit back in your seat. When you sit forwards, you look eager and overconfident. Relax, sit back, and be cool. That's what a badass guy would do. Don't lose your calm. The badass guy never loses his cool. In a stressful situation, they maintain their winner mindset, which allows them to think rationally and deal with the situation head on. The ladies find this really attractive and think that badass men are much better partners because of it. Use slow and firm gestures. Quick gestures make you appear paced and all over the place. That's not what badass men do. They use slow and firm gestures when using them. It makes them appear confident and calm, and people are also more likely to engage with them because of it and listen to what they have to say. Be as emotionless as possible. Now, it's not healthy to bottle up all of your emotions and to let them simmer. You need to have someone that you can talk to vent it out. In front of people you don't know, though, try to be as emotionless as possible. It's a common badass man trait. Dress well. Have you ever seen a badass man who does not dress well? No, you probably haven't, because they always dress nicely. A badass guy has style and a killer wardrobe. Control the conversation. Steer the conversation to where you want it to go. Ask the questions, and if it goes off topic, bring it back around. Being in control of a conversation, especially a group one, makes you look a lot more confident. Don't shriek when you speak. Badass men speak with a deep voice and stay at the same tone. They don't shriek or jump up and down. They are cool, calm, and very collected. Be a gentleman. Being a gentleman never ever goes out of style. Treat every girl that you date like a princess and you will have the best reputation. Girls will literally be lining up around the block to date you. Have manners. Only because you are a badass does not mean that you can forget to use your please and your thank yous. Manners come hand in hand with being a badass. People will respect you, so you need to respect them as well. Don't speak first. Let a girl speak before you do. See what she has to say and then step in. This makes you appear even more mysterious, and it also means you don't have to make the first move, which is always great. Drink strong drinks. You won't find a badass man drinking soda, lime and vodka, or an apple martini, right? It's more likely that you will find him drinking strong whiskey or even rum. He likes his drinks strong and avoids drinks that are typically more girly. This makes him appear super badass and the ladies love it. And you can tell a lot about a person from what they drink. Own it. As I mentioned at the very start of this video, badass men are badass because they don't care what other people think. They simply own it and own who they are. They don't feel that need to apologize for simply being themselves, and they believe that people should simply accept them. Women love the confidence that they have, and it allows them to simply own it. And if you can take some of the tips that I've taught you today, then gents, you could be the next amazing badass man. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.